Oh, look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on points, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian.
What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated Podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters.
Shout it out. Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
G, I'm 0-0, fam. Never fought, never lost, fam. And I'm not even planning to. In this COVID disaster, yeah, I don't want to touch no one. I'm not on it. I love the way you got a drink, fam. I'm in my own house. Why don't I have a drink, fam?
Bro, I'm doing ginger wine today as well. Like
Ginger wine?
Fam, yeah, fam. You don't get your ginger wine back.
I don't even know what ginger wine is. Is that like a next Jamaican concoction with just wine and...
That's Stone's ginger wine, fam. It's like a Christmas drink, to be honest.
No, but how though? Like, is it a thing? Like,
well, people will know what ginger wine is, bro.
Comment section. Let me know if you know what ginger wine is. I've never heard of this thing in my life. So that's I thought you made it. I thought you just put like a light Moscato and ginger beer together.
Fam. And true say the lockdowns happened. I had to order it from Amazon, fam.
Wow.
Mad.
Yeah. So yes, mad. What's your tail of the tape, bro?
My tail of the tape. I'm gonna inflate the numbers due to inflation.
True. You can do what you want.
What's that?
Do what you want, fam.
Yeah, my boxing record, I've just decided to increase it just because of what we're going through right now. You can probably make an estimation or guesstimate that what my record would have been had Corona not interrupted play. So we're just gonna add 17 more wins to my record.
That's bare training camps. You would have just been ready still.
And camps, yeah, fam. I mean, now I'll probably be in line to fight one of the Charlos.
Yeah, one of the Charlo twins.
Yeah.
Damn. Listen, all right, if we're getting by that, I'd still be 0-0. Because I told you, I'm not fighting. There's nothing that makes me want to fight still. Like, how are you coping with just being at home though?
Bro, I'm so bored, fam. Like, honestly, like I'm starting to understand. Maybe I'm just an anarchist, yeah? Because I really don't go out much.
Yeah.
Unless I'm doing shows or stuff's happening, filming or whatnot, I don't go out much. I chill.
Yeah.
So for the fact that I'm itching to go out, just lets me know I'm just a troublemaker. Like, I'm just one of these people that don't tell me what I can't do because it makes me want to do it.
Yeah.
No, I just want to go out.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, you're the same as me, you know. You know me. I'm homeward bound. I'm not trying to go nowhere. I love my house. It's a brilliant place to be. Do you see what I'm saying? But now, oh my God. I'm like... I just want to go somewhere, but then I can't. It's one of them ones where, like, even my wife was out. She went out to get, like, what did she go? She went out to just get some groceries or something. Bro, someone was in the car driving past and saying, get inside. Get inside.
Get inside?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. I said, how do you respond? And she was like, I said nothing. You know? I was like, raw. He was in the car, obviously. But I was thinking, but he was outside when he told her to get inside.
Which is a bit nuts. In their eye. No, I'm joking. No, that's nuts. But I just don't chat to me like that if you see me out at the street. But at the same time, I do know it's mad, and I'm fully on the staying inside thing. It's just mad trying to keep my mind healthy. You know what I'm saying? No, listen, I took out my Xbox. Yeah, I'm rejigging up the fight night, fam.
Are you good at fight night though?
Why do you like to challenge my integrity on the gaming? You know?
No, because you know what? Yeah, it's like.
Listen, alright, let me be real with you. Yeah? Let's have an honest one. Yeah?
Let's have an honest one.
I'm not the man of FIFA. I'm not the man of FIFA. Like, I'm masquerading, fam. Like, I'm really giving it. You know who I am?
Yeah. What boxer are you?
I wish I remember this guy's name. There was a
Washington.
McNeely.
You're Washington.
No. Peter McNeely, fam. This guy fought Mike Tyson, yeah. And when I tell you the way he was talking trash to Tyson at the press conference, fam.
Yeah.
He was mad. Tyson was just sitting there, just like chilling, because he's like, this guy's a dickhead. Fight came out. This guy had all the gusto in the world. Tyson blew man away early doors. That's who I am.
You're Peter McNeely.
Yeah, fam.
In FIFA.
But when it comes to NBA 2K and Fight Night,
yeah,
I'm a real one still. I'm a real one.
What kind of boxer would you call yourself in them regards?
Holyfield.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gee, that means you're talking like you're legendary.
The full time, but
but you're legendary and you're respected.
Yeah, that's right.
Who respects you on Fight Night, fam?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Huh? He respects me on Fight Night.
Yeah, like when
This is the thing. This is not the years I was playing Fight Night like that, fam. This is 2010, 11, 12. Like, we can't. I don't know what those people are still doing with their life at the moment. I don't chat to them guys no more. They're in the pubs talking about the days that they used to know me.
No, are you talking about the one when it had the what you call it tune? Fight Night Round 3?
Nah, Fight Night Champion, fam. That was the most recent one. You know what?
Nah, that's not the best one though.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
Round 3 is the one.
It was.
Oh my gosh, Champion! It was cool. There's a new one coming out though. We need it.
No, I don't. They've been saying that for a minute. It's probably going to come out on the new consoles.
No, I think they cancelled the latest UFC, and they're actually going to focus on that.
Oh man, I hope what you're saying is true, bro. Because I've been looking forward to this for years, man.
No, it's in even after you finish, YouTube it, check. It's coming. You see what I'm saying? But as I said, so you bought the old console and you're back again. I've just started playing NBA 2K still.
Yeah, see, this is where I can disrespect you because I know you're not levels.
Hey, listen, here the assistant manager just said that I might get into the starting 5. I'm getting good, you know.
Listen, that doesn't mean anything in my world, bro.
Gee, I'm at the Lakers, bro.
You can't go online and play with the killers.
I'm not going online. My player's a 70 overall, fam. What am I getting on the line to do?
Yeah, I hear, man. I'm not interested in that conversation.
All right, cool. Anyway, listen, people ain't here to hear. Well, that's how I'm managing. What do you call it? I'm training as well still. So hopefully, when I come back, I won't be as fat as I once was.
Listen, Kojo challenged me to a 50 push-up challenge.
Yeah.
On the Instagram thing. I responded to it today, and I still ain't posted my challenge yet. I'm just like, you start looking at the audacity for you to just interrupt my day with 50 push-ups that I got to find for Instagram.
Do you know what? Someone hit me up and asked because it's mad how your one went up because I got the 40 push-up challenge.
That's nuts, fam. So
I did it, but then I didn't do it all at once. Did you do yours all at once?
I ain't done it yet. I'm gonna do it. I'm aiming to do it all at once, but if not. Game, it's how it goes, isn't it?
No, but I was disappointed with my givings. Like I actually done what kind of nonsense? What did I do? I was so disappointed in myself. I think I done 20, 10, then 10, 10. Then I did a 5. Then I done a 3. Then I done 2.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Get out of here, man.
Bro, I'm over 19 stone and I got weak wrist.
Say again?
I'm over 19 stones and my wrist can't handle my weight.
Man did 20, 10, 10, 5.
No, I done 20, 10, 20. I was sweating as well. Oh, man. And That's funny. It's peak times as well because obviously I told you my hairline social distancing, innit? So it's like...
Is it social distancing or distancing from you socially?
My hairline social distancing from my scalp. So it's like, it's nuts.
Follicle cleansing.
And my clippers, have you ever seen my hair so long? Wait, hold on.
That's funny. That means you have hair.
I've got hair.
Please let me see. Please let me see. The listeners and the viewers, they want this, man.
Are you ready? Look, this is the content we're giving you. This is the
professor. Uncle Kev. Oh my days.
My head, oh darn, I dropped my phone. Wait. Oh man. Well, you know about that social distancing.
This is the content we need. The quarantine.
Wait, I think, man, something just happened to my recording. Wait, there you go. I'm back. Oh man.
Buddy, I've never seen that.
That's nuts. I need my clippers immediately.
Oh, that's...
Bro, so when I tell you the social distancing that's going on with my hairline right now, yeah, this ain't right. So I'm really affected by this. But anyway, less of that. Let's get into the comment section.
Let's get to it, man. Where we at?
I can't believe I did that.
I'm loving the energy in the comments, by the way. Shouts out to everybody leaving the comments.
Shouts out to you lot,
It's such
man.
a joy to just check the comments and I see all the madness going back and forth.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'll start with the first one then. You know, you might as well get through them because there's not that many today, even though, you know what I mean? So if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool, man. There you go. Jeremiah Victor. The look of happiness on Travis's face. Mentioning the Travis and Fury allegations is priceless. No, you look too, bro.
Listen, yeah, people think I got an issue with Travis and Fury, and it's like, you know what? If that's the stance I got to take, here I am.
And then, go on. I'll let you do one.
Where we at? So, this one is from Paul Walsh.
Yeah.
It says Triple G is 100% overrated.
Wow,
this
it's mad.
to be continued because I really wish the Saunders fight happened because Billy Joe would have played with him. The best name on Triple G's record is Jacobs, and most people, me included, believes Jacobs won. In my opinion, he lost both fights to Canelo and will get beaten even worse, probably by stoppage in the trilogy. There are a lot of similarities with him and Wilder. Both fearsome punchers, but technically not great. Both got exposed when they fought the other main guy in their era, and they lost their bogeyman status as a result. Floyd said it best when he was talking about Triple G. Straight up and down, no special effects, easy work.
No, but Floyd, Triple G is this is what I'm saying. You know when, like, you see when certain men are talking, yeah? Like, just because they're talking, it don't mean you can get involved in the mix-up. Do you see what I'm saying? So, you know, like, two big youths, like, when Mayweather speaks, Mayweather beats everyone. So, it's going to be light work for Mayweather because he knows how to avoid a fighter like Triple G. Like, he's avoided everyone. That would be light work.
You can also acknowledge when somebody's good, though. Like, when he speaks about Canelo, he gives his respect. Especially now.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen you.
But I think, but then, do you know what happens? I think at the end of your career, it starts to get nuts. People start looking at you crazy. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the jokes and a loss, all it takes is a loss. Then
but let's look at Triple G. The reason why I said that last episode, I said let's start to look at him from a different lens now, and it's like it's starting to look a bit overrated, fam. Because like that Jacobs fight, I watched that, and I remember feeling pissed off when I saw Jacobs lose, and I thought that the only reason why they gave it to him was just because the Canelo fight was pending, and that fight was big money, so they weren't going to let that get interrupted. Yeah. So I was just looking at that, thinking, okay, cool. So he scraped through that fight. But who else is on Triple G's name for us to say he beat my man, so he's legit? Nah, bro.
Gee, but 40... And obviously, I'm not just going to say 40 wins because that's when we did that with Wilder, it gets nuts. All right, so let's really look at the record, though.
Another one as well. Provodnikov was also a big puncher done. But the minute them guys start stepping up, they start to just, you know what I mean? They lose that boogeyman status.
Lemieux, I don't know. Whoa. Again. Is that Tapia, the one that we know? No, it's not that. No. Wow. Okay, so I'm just getting through the record, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And let me not lie to you. There's some missing names. Like, it's nothing to be overly excited about.
On Triple G's record, isn't it?
Damn.
Exactly. It's looking real fraudish. And then he's going to get battered again by Canelo. And then he's going to just have to retire because what else is there to do?
What about, hold on. So, the first Saul Alvarez fight was a draw, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he got Saul Alvarez out of here. Then Sergey Davichenko is the only thing that I couldn't... Yeah, it's a bit nuts.
Trust me, bro. That guy...
But wait, Jacob... Well, you don't count the Jacobs as a win, though, you're saying.
He lost that fight, fam. Bro, and listen, yeah.
I gotta go back and... I'm gonna go back and... I'm gonna go back and look at it.
Triple G gassed us because he used to walk man down and take their bangs in the face. Yeah? And be like, rah, boy, he's just taking the shots and banging man out. But when he started stepping up in competition, it's like, nah, you're not really doing that to the big guys. So
when did he fight Canelo? What year did he fight Canelo?
I can't remember that.
It's crazy because I can't see on his boxing record, which is weird. I don't know why it's not there.
Should both be there.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back and watch the fight, the Jacobs fight.
Okay, cool.
Do you know what I mean? And see if there's any in what you're saying. But I don't know. You know. Let me just box rec 1 second. Just check when this thing happened. Sergey Kovalev, Gennady. Oh yeah, it's in 2018. Okay. Right. Well, it's interesting still. And do you know what? What's so funny is, sorry, I need, just in case my battery dies.
Okay.
Sec. Bear with me. Should have plugged that in. A bit nuts. Yep. We're good. Did you see Froch? While we're on Triple G quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Froch's comments?
You know what, yeah? Carl Froch is like, it's one of the ones where I think the joke is getting old quite quickly. With the whole, everyone you just bad up, innit?
I'm too big for him.
Yeah, I'm too big for him. I'll just back him up, knock him out. It's like, bro, you're doing way too much gusto talk. Come out of retirement then, bro.
Do you know? And that's what he makes some strong points though. He said that so
disagreeing with something that he's previously said. He had one press sit down he did with George Groves, and they were talking about Triple G. And he's like, oh yeah, that's the man you just leave alone. Yeah, no, he hits like a mule and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But now you're retired. You've got all this gusto. Shut up, fam.
No, so I hear what you're saying, yeah, but is there an argument to be made when he said that, so wait, I think that they wanted to fight, what's the name fights at 160, yeah? Triple G fights at 160.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, Froch is at 168. Yeah? And I read somewhere that they was going to do a catchweight at like 166. And they wouldn't he said that the negotiations were real. Like it was after he had the second. It's after the second fight that he had. Yeah, the second Gross fight, and he said the negotiations were proper. Like this was happening, and then I think he just pulled out. That's how, according to Froch, Triple G didn't want none of it. He said, "Look, it has to be at this weight, or we're not interested."
To be fair, we have to look at the fight that Triple G took instead. See if it made sense. And
what do you take instead? I need to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know the.
Oh yeah, that's it. So we have to go back. But
yeah, good to look into that for next episode.
But then what's crazy is I'm looking at Triple G, as you said, looking at Triple G's record.
It's not amazing, fam.
It's looking nuts.
No, it's not. It's not up there at all. It's very overrated. Very overrated.
But then his style of fighting is impressive, though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for. Like,
look here. End of the day. Like, I was under that mist of the knockout thing. Now, it's like, if Wilder doesn't knock out top guys, then we've got to start to maybe question his power as well.
Damn. You know what? Like, yeah, I'm not going to argue because it defeats my Wilder argument, and I'm letting that one just carry on forever.
I hear that.
So
yeah, Triple G's under the lens, fam.
I can't believe this though. I don't know why no one's really.
Billy Joe defo beats Triple G.
Oh, so if he had, how many fights would it take for you to say, okay, Triple G finishes as one of the kings? Like, let's say, because we did the same thing for we did the same thing for Wilder. I think it's only fair.
And beat the guys in your era, like the top guys. If you claim to be a top guy, you can't be a top guy without beating other top guys.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like Tyson Fury now is the top guy because he beat one of the other ones.
Whoa. Oh my, I can't believe we just did this. What are we talking about? Triple G beat Canelo in his first fight.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yes, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. But remember, I'm not even a Canelo fan.
I'm a Canelo guy, and I'm telling you, Canelo lost that shit.
I didn't think so.
They made it a draw. It was a disrespect. I was like, nah, that's wrong. That is wrong. And then it was to the point where I even think Canelo, that fight woke Canelo up. and sent Canelo on this I'm going to batter everyone type vibe. Because ever since then, we've seen a different type of Canelo. Do you see what I'm saying? And really and truly, because Canelo was running from, let's be honest now, Canelo ran from Triple G for a minute.
I think it took him a while for him to like realize like you're not as bad as they say you are.
No, he was, and he yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm a Canelo guy.
I need to watch the fight again.
Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it.
Canelo landed a monster shot, clean, bang, and he just took it. But then he took Triple G's as well. Like it was a proper 50-50 fight.
60-40, bro.
I didn't really have it as that. Like there wasn't that much between them, in my opinion.
Really? I was like this. I didn't say robbery, but I was like, this ain't right. This is wrong. That's why I left saying this is wrong. Still, 1 second. My whole family's just deciding to do a madness. Can you hear them?
No.
They don't care, boy. 1 sec. Oh my. Ugh. Yeah, back to the comment section though. We just started moving.
So this is someone responding to what we were saying about Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
So then this is Jeremiah Victor again. And Puni came back in strong. Let me just do Jeremiah's comment first. Because guys, just to clarify, the 2 years Tyson Fury was out were deemed as a suspension served. That is what the Furies agreed with UCAD, so he could get back into fighting straight away. Tyson Fury didn't bust case. He was found guilty by UCAD, and they had agreed that the 2 years he was out would be counted as his ban. Fury is a drugs cheat. That's indisputable. However, all this about the farmer is pointless now because he's already served his time. Just to reiterate, it is a fact Tyson Fury is a drugs cheat. He was found guilty, served a 2-year ban. This is your king, KG. Then,
yes, he is.
Puni came back and said, if I remember right, I think UCAD had to agree that because Fury's team was suing UCAD. And if successful, that would have finished UCAD. I don't think it's proven either way he cheated or not. But Travis is right that anyone else would never step out of the shadow, let alone be held like Fury. Every time Dillian Whyte says something, tens of people always say B sample. The heat on Mo Farah is another level. I wonder why that is. And then Jeremiah Victor came back and said, oh yeah, you're right. Honestly, it's mad how people just sweep it under the rug. Whyte has been clear that he still gets more flack than Fury about drugs cheat. Imagine if Joshua went through that controversy. They would just destroy him. Fam, I've been saying these things. Big facts.
You know what? But then you say, this is your thing. You say everyone's juicing. That's your argument.
On this convo, those are points I've made. Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna fight it. And there might be something in that. There is definitely like a divide or how they look at Wilder versus how they look at Fury. 100%. But then Fury, like, you kind of have to cheer for the guy that's kind of gone through the mire, and he's the underdog. You have to cheer for that. We love the underdog. We love the underdog story. This fits us. We hate people that are too cocky, too confident. That's why the British fans hate Mayweather. We don't like someone that says, I'm the man.
It's a false equivalence, bro.
What?
Being banned for drugs is not the same as someone going through, like Muhammad Ali when he got banned because he didn't want to go to the army. It's not the same. Just because.
No, I'm talking about just ballooning in weight. I'm talking about just losing your mind. I'm talking about.
But that's what triggered the ballooning in weight and that whole crash. It was the same thing.
What, the cheating?
Yeah, the cheating is in that same time frame. So then when man's come back, they've been on this, it's a comeback from the overweight and mental health. It's like, okay, cool, but it was the drug thing that sent you off in the first place. So it's nuts. Obviously, it's real, but at the same time, it's really great PR to gloss over that and change the whole narrative.
Listen, I'm here for the narrative switch up, man. And to be honest...
But if I jacked you and took your phone and just robbed your house,
and
then
rebrand.
said, all right, Trav, you can't be a comedian no more. You've got to take 2 years out of the game. And then whilst I'm away, I get fat. And I come back in the game and I'm just like, yeah, the road back to stand up. It's been tough. I was fat. I was out of shape. I lost my confidence, my mental health. You'd be watching this thing thinking, this dickhead.
He's still got my goods. He's still got my goods.
That's not why he stopped. He got banned. He's a criminal.
Yeah.
So don't give me that, fam.
All right, listen, we're not gonna fight about that one anymore. Hold on. Let me go in for this one. Jazz A Star. Thanks for this episode. Very much needed in these boring times, man. Keep up the good work. Hopefully when shit gets back to normal, this channel blows up. Big up to yourself, man. Honestly, we need that as well. But things are coming, and obviously, it's a late apology, but how it all looks and stuff, we can't do nothing about that. We're trying to work on sound. Shout out producers and shout out the whole team and stuff. But yeah, we're trying to make sure this sounds as good as it can sound for you guys watching at home. So yeah, bear with us, and yeah, man, just take what we're giving you at the moment, innit? Do you know what I mean? Any other? There you go. Nikimbo. In terms of eggs, Best Bell is the Farmers Market Trust. Oh yeah, that's because I was looking at eggs last time. But I agree, Travis definitely off license is full of stock, i.e. tin mackerel and water. Anyone that's eaten mackerel is you like mackerel. I ain't getting no off license mackerel. I don't know. I don't care how hard it gets.
Tin mackerel's nuts.
Tin mackerel, bruv, you lost us, bruv.
Yeah, that's mad as well. That's a struggle dinner.
And he said, stay safe. You can't stay safe with them. Bro.
Man's eating sardines. That's nuts. Hey, bro, so let's talk here.
Let's go.
Fury and Wilder, the third fight has been postponed to around about October.
Wilder needed that postponement, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, COVID though. So it's like, everything's getting postponed. So I don't think there's really much agenda behind that, if that makes sense.
You know what? This is the best thing that could have happened to my boy Wilder. Like, hopefully in this time, he just puts on weight. Like, he starts working on his legs.
I don't think he needs more weight, though.
What do you mean? So you think, how does
he... If I was him, I'd spend his whole time learning how to be a better boxer.
What are you saying, the shadow boxing?
By the time fight night comes, no, not shadow boxing.
Bro, who's trading him? How you get it? Where's he gonna go?
Listen, bro,
in social distancing,
day in, day out with a trainer for 6 months. Where are we now? He's got 6-7 months. That could make a big difference. Like, it won't change him completely, but it will add another little element to him.
So listen to what you're saying. That trainer has got to leave his family in social distancing because he has to put it to a real life scenario. He's got to leave his family and move into the Wilder house.
If man says, look, I'm going to give you $3 million, train with me for the next 6 months for this fight, he's social distancing from his family, fam.
Wait, let's be real and ask the question to us right now.
You social distancing from your family for $3 million.
And how long?
6 months.
6 months, $3 million.
Social distancing.
That's
when you get back, that $3 million.
I want to ask my missus still. I'm actually really interested to know if she'll let me,
6 months is a long time though still.
That's what I'm saying. You're not seeing them, you know.
I went to Edinburgh Festival last August for the whole month. But by 10 days. I thought I was going mad.
That's what I'm saying.
I was looking at my youths on Skype and that, and I was like, right, they're growing up.
I don't know. 6 months is a long time, but that $3 million.
For $3 million, bro.
I'm doing it.
I think I'm taking it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm doing it. Damn, that's a long time though, bro.
It's a long time, but after that, you can take a 6-month holiday.
Yeah, and everyone, there's time to spend as well. But
time.
Yeah, all right, cool. Say none. So I think.
I honestly think that Foreman in there, get Mayweather, everybody, fam, all hands on deck.
No, but that means all you lot have to social distance together now. Anyone that comes in has to chill.
Everyone come in, take a COVID test. It's like, okay, this is the quarantine camp. This is us. No new people until quarantine's over.
And I still don't think that makes him a good fighter.
Nah, it won't make him good. It won't make him like a good boxer. It will make him slightly better.
Yeah.
That's just something I think he needs to do if he's going to stand more of a chance. But I don't think bulking up weight is going to help someone like him. I think someone like him he's a gifted athlete in terms of the wiry frame and still being able to generate that power.
Yeah.
But he can't wrestle with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is massive and he's naturally big. So 279 fam, bouncing around 279 pounds. I don't care what weight you put on. it won't be the same. It's like me. It's like because I'm naturally a slim guy. If I was to bulk up in the gym eating food and muscle to your weight, you would still be stronger than me. Because that's you. Normal day.
That's just what I walk around as.
Yeah. I walk around swollen with all this extra muscle fat. It'll be mad.
Yeah. Do you know what? Like, so for me, to be honest, I think this is the perfect thing that's ever happened. And I think if I was Deontay Wilder, I'd do walkaway money. I'd just leave it. I'd leave it. I'd leave it and I'd just rebuild. That'll be my exact route. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's fine. Like, we've seen from Tyson Fury, you can go and do WWE. You can go and do all this other nonsense.
Yeah, brand management.
Like, brand management. That's all it takes right now. All it takes is great brand management. If I and just fight people that just fight decent fights, but then
I'd like to see him fight Ruiz.
I keep saying it.
Knock Ruiz out, he's back in the game.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Ruiz fight, and them two's trash talk would be interesting.
I think the knockout would be easy for Wilder in that fight.
What if Wilder was? Wait, let's just play. What if Wilder was to lose to Ruiz though?
Then it's curtains. The career is over.
What is it like a Dave? Is it like a Dave Allen fight? Is it one of them fight? Is he starts that career?
Bro, we're just thanking him for the memories at this point. Thank you for the good times, bro. Yeah, I mean that's the end. Because if you lose to Ruiz, fam,
Ruiz is formidable, you know.
Nah, I think he beats him comfortably still.
What? Serious Ruiz? Ruiz that's not like gassed about the money and stuff.
I just think his thing is here, because remember, he didn't really move much. And he just was... Wilder can top someone like that off easy. The type of puncher that he is would be perfect to knock out Ruiz. Another reason why AJ struggled is AJ's a combo puncher.
Oh yeah, and AJ... Do you know what? AJ knocked Ruiz down early as well.
He did, but the problem is with AJ. AJ's a combo man. And so is Ruiz.
Yeah.
Ruiz was faster, so it was one of the ones where it's like, every time you let your hands go, I'm just going to do the same. Whereas Wilder would just be on some chilling thing.
But what if... But then Wilder, what we realised, to beat Wilder, you got to get in close and quick. You got to get in close and and that's Ruiz's actual makeup.
Ruiz is just too small. He's just too small, fam. He's just too small. That's all it is. He's 6'2", he's fat, he's slow. He's just too small, fam.
No, don't call him slow. Don't call him slow.
He's got fast hands, but he's slow.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not going to be able to get in. This Donnie's 6'7", fam. He's just going to keep his hand long on your forehead and drill you at one point. We're going to say goodbye to this Mexican man.
Which brings us on nicely because what's Dillian Whyte, Dillian Whyte's actually in Spain in the train. Wait, I think he said Spain.
He should not be in Spain,
Where is he? Damn, where is Dillian?
Can't be in Spain, fam. I saw him playing Xbox the other day.
No, because I saw him talking to Eddie Hearn. And he's definitely... One second. I have to actually check it now.
Bro, you know how bad the corona situation is in Spain?
Wait, hold on. Let's... That's Dillian Whyte. 2 days ago. Here we go. He drove there as well. 1 second. Where did he go? Wait, I have to see. Because he's in training camp right now. And I'm like, why are you training? As if...
Well, I think there's fights that are still kind of scheduled, I think. I need
1 sec.
double check that.
This is it. I'm just checking, yeah?
Trying to plan through Corona.
Portugal, sorry. He's in Portugal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's in Portugal in training camp. Which is crazy. Do you know what I mean? So he's still getting ready for his fight. Because it hasn't been called off yet. Someone should tell him that it should be called off.
Well, when is the fight scheduled for?
I can't remember.
That's Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin. I can just check that now.
Yeah. So he's still in training camp for that, which is crazy. I just still don't understand.
Yeah, May 2nd.
Do you reckon that fight happens?
We'll see. We'll see, man. It depends what this corona situation is looking like.
What you think if we do the solid social distancing thing, like by May, like we'll be back in the mix?
I don't know, man. I really don't think this whole situation. Obviously, we have to get into this, but I don't think this is going to be a thing where we just go, okay, and we're back. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a slow, very gradual upstart. Because I think the world is stopped right now.
Yeah.
So for people to trust that, let's go down to the O2 together, all 50,000 of us.
It's not happening, and I don't see that. Honestly, I don't see that happening at all. Do you know what I mean? I think realistically, September is when I see like we're getting back to some
normality,
some level of normality. But then I can't like
what it is, and also people are gonna have to start trusting going outside again. And that's going to take a while, bro. So trying to sell tickets to a boxing match.
With all the people there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But then, to be honest, us British people, have you seen them pushing people out of parks and that? You need to go home. It's no holiday.
It's mad.
We don't need nothing to keep it, to keep getting. Damn, this thing just stops recording. Thingy's going to be so vexed with me, boy.
So I saw Eddie Hearn did a live with Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
And on the live, he asked him, which fight would you like to make right now? Like, if you could fight anyone, who would you like to fight next? Just like Anthony Joshua.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, that's interesting. And his explanation was, he's like, end of the day, AJ's made enough money. He's got all the belts. You just want the big fight. And I think the thing with me and AJ is that we both bring it out of each other where it's just like, we're just going to fight that bit harder, train that bit harder when it's them. I get it. Like, I think they've got a bit of a Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier type vibe about them to each other.
Yeah, but less animosity, less hatred.
Yeah, it's less hate, but there's still hate. Do you know what I mean? It's one of the ones where it's like, no matter how bad the career's going, the minute they tell me I'm fighting you, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it for that night.
Yeah.
I see it in their relationship. But it's one of the ones where, for me, I just can't see any reality where Dillian Whyte beats AJ. Cannot see it happening.
No, and that's why I just don't.
That fight don't excite me because of how much I know AJ wins in my mind.
Even with because Dylan's changed a lot of people around him as well. Like his strength and conditioning, his all-round boxing. Because ever since the first fight, he has become a better boxer. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And is there enough needle in? Because I don't think we should just throw it away and be like, that's a nothing fight in a sense. Because really and truly, in that first one,
I'd definitely watch it.
Yeah, and in that first one, AJ's like, I would say he's like an emotional fighter. He can get lost in it, in the emotion of the whole thing. And he's done that in various fights, actually. He had it against Klitschko. He had it against Ruiz. He had it against where the emotions bubble to the top and maybe for a second or something, he loses control. Do you know what I mean? Or he just jumps in and he forgets what he's doing. It's almost like, for Eubank, English guy, Nigel Benn. You see that Nigel? He can have a Nigel Benn type ish moment.
The chinks, the mental chinks.
And
because Eubank Senior got into Nigel Benn's head.
There you go. Yeah. And I honestly feel that he will bring that out of. Again, he could bring that out of AJ. And that right hand that he has. The overhand right that Dylan possesses is nasty.
Thing is, but AJ is that he's proved on a few occasions that he's quite mentally fragile. And Dillian Whyte knows how to push the buttons. There's that history between them two is just never gonna die. And it's like it always it's a good recipe for a fight. It's like George Groves and James Piguel. Yeah, I mean those two. Them men hate each other. It's easy for them to stir it up and get it cracking.
So there's always room for hate, not for hate and a mistake, is what I'm saying. So there is.
That's right.
So he's still. There's the chance because at first I was like, maybe I don't want to watch that. But then when you actually think about it, it's like, you know what? It's still a dangerous fight, and I get why everyone. Because I was looking at something the other day, and AJ, when it comes to pay-per-views, he does the best numbers. Yeah. No matter what, he done a better. It was a better pay-per-view than I think he's like like 3 of his fights are in the top 3 of just pay-per-view buyers. Do you see what I'm saying? It was even above Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather.
Maybe UK.
Yeah, but I'm saying UK, what? That's still like, so I can understand.
And the world pay-per-view is different.
Yeah, but I can understand why you'd go for.
AJ's the money fight.
Yeah,
AJ's the money fight. So that's another underlying reason why anyone would fight AJ next.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because realistically, you're not in line for that shot. Do you know what I mean? And there's not much need on net right now for us to want a Dillian AJ fight anyway. Yeah. So it's just one of the ones where it's like there's a lot to it, but also there's money is also a factor.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting though. I'm still betting on AJ every time for that fight.
No, I'm never gonna. I don't think I can't not bet on AJ. It's got to that stage now where it's like I'll just end up being disappointed again. I'm behind AJ until I have a Ruiz shock or something.
We're rocking to the woods fall off, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I saw? Someone sent this to the group, to the DMs on the Undefeated page.
Talk to me.
Eubank JR was in the gym training with Roy Jones Jr.
I can't believe it.
And someone said, you reckon he listened to the pod and he's tired of being a Chrysler?
Nah, that's a great link up, you know.
I don't know if it is, because we need to see. I don't know how good of a teacher Roy Jones is. Right. Speaking of teachers in boxing, Lennox Lewis is a great teacher. I know we talk about Lennox quite a bit, and people might think there's a bias because obviously we had to sit down with Lennox. But I saw this clip. I'll put it in the bio actually. It was Lennox and Chris Eubank training at Chris Eubank Senior's house. It was like, I think it was a part of Chris Eubank's. You know, he used to have a reality show at home with the Eubank.
Yeah.
So Lennox comes around, and then they go into Eubank Senior's gym. I think it's in his house, like a ring in his house. And he's showing Eubank how to do like a jab, but like from close range.
Yeah.
And Eubank is like, "Oh, I can't do that. No, I need to turn around and step into it." And then Lennox is like hella laid back. He's like, "How? So if I'm right in your face, what are you gonna do? Step back?" And he's like, "No, Bob." And it's like he's talking him through it. But the way he was talking him through it was just that you could see the trainer in him. I was like, right, like this guy looks like he could have been a trainer. You know? Because he's got that laid back temperament. Obviously, if he was my trainer, I'd knock out KSI early doors, quick stoppage.
Still coming.
But I'm looking at Roy Jones and I'm thinking, I don't know if he has that training vibe, because some fighters just try to get you to emulate what they do. Like I saw one time when Tank was doing pads in York Hall, promotion for his fight against one of the Smith brothers.
Yeah.
And he weren't really teaching him anything. He was just on some, just this is what I would do, and he just wanted to be in get the spotlight.
Yeah,
he's not learning from that.
But I think Roy Jones Jr. is at the point in his career where it makes sense.
I don't doubt his intentions, but what I don't know is how good of a teacher he is. Because some people want to teach you what they used to do, and if you're trying to tell Eubank Jr. to behave like Roy Jones, bad energy.
Talk to me.
Because he's
explain
not
that one. Go into some more detail. Why you don't think that works?
Remember that time we spoke to that
best? Yeah, you talked about in the best physical.
And he asked who's the most athletic, gifted fighter of all time. I said Roy Jones. He said, "That's right, young man."
Yeah,
because Roy Jones is not one of those fighters who can teach someone else to be like him.
But wouldn't you say so? Just on this, even though I call him a Chrysler, yeah. Wouldn't you say that in terms of athletic and in shape?
No.
Damn.
No.
Not at all.
No. Absolutely no.
Because my thing is
Chris Eubank Jr. athletically as gifted as Roy Jones.
I'm saying that in terms of, I'm talking of like, because Roy Jones is when the man speaks about when I hear the word athletic, I'm thinking of conditioning, how you look after yourself in between and stuff like that. That's
in terms of conditioning and looking after yourself, Chris Eubank Jr. is very, very dedicated.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But that's not just conditioning. That's making yourself fit for 12 rounds and fighting at a good level. Cool.
Yeah, and that's my issue with Eubank is he'll start trading late. He gets busy.
Well, I mean, all that aside, like in just regards to a comparison to Roy Jones, completely different league as regards to being a physical specimen. Roy Jones Jr.'s speed was outrageous, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just the power this guy was being able to get. Like, I mean,
But are we? And this is so. I'm not trying to be disrespectful right now in any way. Yeah, but are we not saying that because Chris Eubank JR is quick? Is what I'm saying. This is.
I'm not talking about speed in terms of getting past. I'm talking about speed in terms of being able to just decimate an opponent. You're doing so many things. They're not stopped. One single punch of this combination.
Okay.
Roy Jones would have his hands behind his back, just be dicing. One shot and you're on the floor. The guy was a different league.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is, him training you isn't necessarily good for you because he's going to give you stuff that only worked for him. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's that's why having someone like Mayweather is good to an extent because there's just that part of but you can do that though. You can show me what you're doing, okay, but me to try to get that off, I don't think it's gonna fly.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's why I say that I don't know if it's always the best to have gifted fighters like that. Someone like Lennox would be good because you see the boxing school and knowledge in everything that he does.
Yeah.
So it's like him to explain it to you. He'll find your version of what it should be, as opposed to someone saying to you, "This is what I used to do: bow, flip, move, go and run that, do that same move." Because that's.
Well, I think anyone that is a commentator and commentates well does have the ability to break it down into a way that we can understand it. Because the fans at home, when we're listening to him on it'll be like, "Oh, that makes sense." Do you see what I'm saying? So I think if people that talk about it,
what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Roy Jones can't. I'm just saying I don't know if he can. Per se, be that teacher for someone like Eubank Jr. Because Eubank Jr. for me, if I had to try and diagnose that situation, I just feel like I feel the window is kind of not necessarily closed, but the window is not as open as it would be for you to learn fundamentals.
Yeah.
And I feel like where he spent quite a few years training himself and being quite stubborn, he picked up a lot of bad fundamentals. So now he's building on those bad fundamentals. When the reality is, you want to be able to just smash all that away and start again. Do you know what I mean? And I think a trainer that he needs a trainer that he's going to respect, like an all-time trainer.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Stewart or a Freddie Roach or someone else that's so respected that someone of your ego magnitude can't challenge them.
Yeah, or now now we got to push Sugar Hill into this thing as well because
Sugar Hill potentially. Yeah, I mean Teddy Atlas, bro, he's no nonsense, fam.
Yeah.
You know Teddy Atlas when he gets off, man, boy.
Yeah, Teddy, when he gets into his conversational bag, though. When he gets into his debate bag.
Love Teddy Atlas, you know.
I watched your last couple fights. I didn't think it was great. I thought you looked weak, you looked drained, you looked tired.
Teddy.
Love him.
Teddy Atlas.
Everyone needs something like Teddy Atlas in their life, you know.
Yeah, you do. Even in this COVID era right now, Teddy Atlas will get you moving. You won't be feeling sorry for yourself or just feeling like you're in the house and that. No, I think, honestly, I'll be interested to see. I think it's just another one of being real. I think Chris Eubank is just another one of these little, I just think, for the grand moments. There's going to be nothing there.
It just irritates me because I had high hopes for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think because I know the pressures, I relate to the pressure that he goes through of being the son of someone.
Yeah.
Who is walking in the steps. I relate to that pressure. I think that's why I kind of always try to look for the good part in him. Yeah. Because I know it's tough. Because if he wasn't Chris Eubank Sr.'s son and his name was Johnson, we would actually just rate him because it's he's a good fighter.
Yeah, definitely.
Number one, he would just be, he's Sean Porter of the middleweight. He's a hard fighter for everyone. And, you respect him because he comes to war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of them things where it's we compare him to his dad. But, I watched Eubank Sr. versus Michael Watson the other day, right?
Yeah.
And
I was shocked that, can I just say, before you speak, I was shocked you went back and watched that, because for me, I was just after what happened in that fight, I was I wouldn't watch that. Do you know what I mean? But then you said something real good on the phone as to why you was...
Well, it was, yeah. I think it was sad how it turned out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's hard to watch it and just completely disregard that. But at the same time, I really want to respect Michael Watson's career because that fight, what happened to him, doesn't necessarily define his career. But at the same time, Michael Watson, for me, he's a very respected fighter. He was winning that fight. And a lot of people feel like he won the first fight with Eubank. And my dad used to speak about Michael Watson and be like, he thought he was better than Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand how it turned out, and we see Michael Watson today and the effects it had on him. But at the same time, it's like I do appreciate that Michael Watson was a bad man as well. And
in that, he was being great in that moment as well.
Bro,
but yeah, sorry, not to just
in that fight, fam. He worked him down.
Yeah.
And it's not like the way the fight ended was just stuff of movies. But like I watched Eubank Senior's performance in that fight, yeah. And whilst it was good, it was like he was getting out boxed. He was just small, like even in the post fight, he goes, I want that man tested. No one is. How can he be that strong? No one should be that strong. And then the guy goes to me, goes, "Are you saying that he was on steroids?" He goes, "No, not that he's on steroids, but how can he be so strong all the way through the fight?" No. I was laughing, fam. But I watched that fight and I was thinking to myself, like, how good was Chris Eubank Senior? Right? And you got to remember, I'm asking you this as a fanboy of Eubank Senior. But how good was he? Like, was he good British world champion? Right? Or was he world beating legendary? Because at that time...
Was he meant to fight Roy Jones?
Bro, Roy Jones and James Toney and these men were active. I remember one time Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Senior both on TV, sitting, press conference and whatnot. Them days, late night TV.
Yeah, late night. I've seen it. And they're in this kind of wicked studio.
Bro, phones in, bads them up on the phone, yeah. And bro, when I tell you, the man weren't saying nothing, man. Bro, Jay, listen, yeah. Bro, Eubank was just sitting there like this. And then I think it's Jonathan Ross, fam. Jonathan Ross goes, "Chris, is there anything you want to say to him?" And he's just like, You see, and I'm like, wow, there's no base. There's no base. Nigel Benn is kind of like, you know when you do that laugh, like, it's this guy. But I'm like, wait a minute. This man. Because that's not how you react when a man is phoned in to your TV.
And that's live on the BBC as well. That's a different kind of cool,
Bro, you phone in to my TV slot, big Friday night on prime time, to call me a chief. Fam, it was nuts. The energy. All I'm saying is, yeah, like, because I know Nigel.
I think there was some contractual stuff in there, and he couldn't say something.
Listen,
Eubank, there's something about him that because what you're saying. Before you jump in, I honestly feel that Eubank he's world level, like.
I think he was world level, but I'm saying, was he like? In my eyes, growing up, I believe he goes at it with Roy Jones, and it's a war. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Roy Jones was like, in an interview, he said, "There's one guy out there that I really would love to have fought because I don't know how it would have gone in Eubank Senior." Right? Now, when they did a round table, and all the middleweights sat in a round table, I think Chris Eubank was there, Steve Collins was there, I think Joe Calzaghe was there, Eubank, Roy Jones, I don't know if Nigel Benn, I think, was abroad, and someone else. And then they asked him, "Why didn't you leave?" Because he didn't leave the UK much. Like, why didn't you leave?
And that's what I'm saying. I think that was an issue.
And he said, right, and this really killed a part of the Eubank legacy in my eyes, fam. Because he goes, I saw the stuff that these guys were doing, and then there's a part of me I was like, I didn't want any of that. I didn't want to mix it with those guys.
When these boxers.
You know that retirement humility where they...
That's what I'm saying. When boxers get into their humility bag, you see when Tyson was saying, sometimes I feel like a bitch. Bro, it's not... No, you don't. No, trust me, you're still that guy. Do you know what I mean? I think...
But why do we assume that fighters can't be scared? Because that doesn't mean they won't fight. But why do we always kind of just go, "Nah, he ain't shook"? Why would they be shook, man?
It's mad.
Listen, I do stand-up. Bro, man gigs all the time. Before every single show, there is that little voice in my head going, "Boy, I don't know, how's this gonna go?" I still go every time.
No, I do the same thing. We've been in the same places backstage preparing, and we know what's gonna happen. We should win this. We should win this day. Like most times, we win it as well. We come off the stage like, "Oh yeah, that was good too." But then it's that beginning bit.
So I'm saying, so I feel like I guess it's real for him to just stay up and say, I didn't want to be in there with those type of guys. I get it.
No, I honestly think that Chris Eubank would have I wish he did go abroad. But I think that comes down to some of that because he went with Barry Hearn and all that stuff. I think they were they had a plan over here, and even boxing, I think back in the day was even more murky than it is now. In terms of there's a lot of dodginess, a lot of stuff happening where you can't just take over a prize fighter.
A funny story, yeah?
Yeah.
So Eubank and Nigel Benn fought each other the second time round.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, and in many people's opinion, Nigel Benn won that fight, right? But they called it a draw. Don King had agreed that he would sign the winner of this fight. But there was nothing to say what would happen if there was a draw. He didn't get any of them. So that could have easily taken either one of them to America to start their career.
Whoa. And that's a strong coffee, fam.
Shut up, bro.
No, I'm playing. It's true.
But yeah, man,
that's crazy. Let me move
on.
So,
I think is a dickhead. Not a dickhead.
Go on.
That's mad unnecessary. Joe Calzaghe's career for me.
Wow. So wait, on that, before you do this, BT Sport asked today, who is the greatest British boxer of all time?
Lennox.
Well, in the comment section, all I saw, Joe Calzaghe.
Bam.
Space. Joe Calzaghe. Lennox. Ashley Fairfain said Lennox. Then who else came in? I think someone said Hitman, and I thought that's just nonsense.
Come on, man. We all love Hatton, but no.
Yeah, no. And then people's argument was Joe Calzaghe for everyone. He's got good names on his. Bro. But again, with your thing, he fought them at the wrong time, innit?
Stars next to them, yeah. Them little star just to say this guy was old. This guy was way past it.
Though.
When he fought Chris Eubank Senior,
yeah.
Chris Eubank Senior was scheduled to fight someone else at light heavyweight the week of that fight. Yeah. Steve Collins was supposed to fight Joe Calzaghe. Steve Collins pulled out of that fight. Eubank said they got Eubank in last minute, dropped hella weight to come make the fight. Comes in, and obviously he just spent the whole week losing weight, draining down from light heavyweight in a week. That's mad. First round he gets caught with a shot, goes down, comes in and has the fight. But Eubank is not Eubank at this point. Yeah? Who else did he beat? Roy Jones.
He beat everyone.
Old Roy Jones. He fought old Bernard Hopkins. All of his big names have a star next to them where you just go, yeah, but come on, bro, he was this. Yeah, but he was that. Yeah, but he was. So that's why I'm looking. I'm thinking to myself, your record ain't the shining record it looks like on paper.
46 wins though, bro. 32 KOs.
Fam, let's really get into the names then.
Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, and Bernard carried on fighting. So we're going to keep Bernard in there because that's probably even a decent Bernard. Because Bernard's still fighting now. And Mr. COVID thing...
He's not still fighting now. What's wrong with
Bernard, listen. When was Bernard's last fight?
Let's look at the big names.
Wait. I'm going to check. Bernard's last fight, was in 2016.
Let's look at the names on my man's thing, yeah? Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. was finished by the time he was fighting this Don fam. Bernard Hopkins.
Wait, and remember to do this. Bernard Hopkins, his last fight was in 2016, He fought him in 2008, fam.
Alright, fine. I mean, the thing is, the Bernard Hopkins thing for me, Bernard Hopkins was fighting for novelty for a long stage at last leg of his career.
And that was after, and that was after, remember the Roy Jones, that 14-year wait fight. So he fought Joe Calzaghe, then done the 14-year fight, and fought Roy Jones Jr. Obviously he wasn't the greatest Roy Jones, but he fought him. Yeah?
Nah, alright, fine, cool.
You gotta count it.
Give him Bernard Hopkins then.
Bernard. Cool.
Roy Jones, that does not count for me at all, bro. But Roy Jones was finished from a long time.
Yeah.
Kessler for me, I don't know. Kessler ain't one of the top guys like that. Peter Manfredo, hell no, fam. Peter Manfredo is one of them done from Contender.
Alright, bring that show back now.
Exactly. Sakiel Beaker, fam. Sakiel Beaker is not someone that I have in the top. Jeff Lacey, I'll give him that's a good win. But then when we start going through these things, fam, these names, they There's no big boys on there, fam.
Bro, I think
Robin Reed, yeah, nice English fighter.
You know what? There's some names on there, you know.
Nah, big man. I'm sorry, Joe Calzaghe.
There's some names on there, you know. And Joe Calzaghe's fighting style as well was like, this guy's a warrior, you know.
Nah, you know what? Let me just say he just don't do it for me, fam.
That's what it is. I think you should, because there's some good names. Like there's better names on his record than Triple G's got for sure.
Oh, we're not comparing. That's not up for debate. Triple G ain't no one in my eyes.
Wow. But I understand it today. Today is
I more rate Steve Collins than I do Joe Calzaghe.
Let's leave that out for the people to debate that still. I think we need to go back. I think you need to go back and look at some Joe Calzaghe stuff again. And maybe, do you know what it is?
As well.
Huh?
I said you go look at Steve Collins as well.
I will.
Steve Collins was a real one in my eyes.
Yeah. Prince Nassim came up a lot as well, by the way, in the best the best of Brit. I
can see that.
Yeah.
I think for what he did for like a culture of like fighters, like he took a lot of Chris Eubank's style and swagger.
Yeah.
Kind of made it his own thing as well. So I think he had a nice. Yeah, it was a nice 1-2 punch of those guys being in boxing at the same time.
Yeah.
But they had a bit of beef as well.
Yeah, I remember. What's the he punch harder?
He was actually at the Joe Calzaghe fight where Nassim sat ringside. And Eubank was fighting Joe Calzaghe and he was chatting bare nonsense to Chris Eubank. And Eubank goes, shut up, Nassim. Shut up, Nassim. During the fight. That's something else, boy. I remember being so baffled at what was going on, and I hated Nassim in that moment.
Let's just talk about this then. Obviously, Dave Allen signed to MTK. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. He says that he's trying to take his career serious and stuff, and he's trying to do this, that, and the other. Okay. I think MTK, wicked link up. Do you know what I mean? That's dope. Congratulations to him.
It's good for him to be with guys like those.
Yeah, but again, like I've seen him on the big fights and on the big like. You know what it is,
Dave Allen is like a cultural part of British boxing now.
Yeah.
It's not about his wins, not about his losses. It's just everyone likes Dave.
He's like Eddie the Eagle, isn't it?
Everyone just likes to see Dave Allen in the ring, and it's like, all right, well,
yeah,
why not then? That's what the situation is with the promoters. They're like, well, why not then?
Yeah, let's have him. He's going to bring a couple people out. He puts bums on seats.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't get hurt. Because I do like him.
Yeah, I think, again, oh my gosh. Do you know what's crazy? I'm just thinking about it just now, yeah? Do you reckon Dubois and Thingy still practicing their trash talk? Like, in this COVID... They don't know. He's probably still working on a comeback. Well, I'm gonna put you in a sleeping bag. No, well, he's got all this time of quarantine.
All this time in quarantine, and all he's gonna say is, "Oh yeah, so you said you're gonna put me in a sleeping bag. I'm the one that's gonna be dishing out the sleeping bags." Oh my days, them guys. You know what? All right. So this is funny, yeah. So there's some trolls that was getting onto Gavin Rees.
Yeah.
Lee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gavin Rees, that man set up a little sparring session in the gym. Bro, I think it took him like 20 seconds to just pack him in, fam.
What's funny about it,
left body shot to the...
No, but the guy gets the shots in, like, he's doing his thing still. The guy's getting off. The guy does a nice little combination. Yeah.
But you know what it is, though? You know when you got experience?
Yeah.
They do that. Some fighters will just do that just to see what you got.
Yeah.
Just to see if you're real. And then it's like, tap, body, out.
What's mad is he's been chatting nonsense for a minute. He says he's just been at him.
Let's give him credit for showing up to that spot. Because I'll tell you right now,
yeah,
Tyson Fury invited me for some sparring.
I'm driving you there.
Not going.
I'm driving you there.
If you think I'm going, you're an idiot. I'm not going.
Have you seen the video of Deontay Wilder beating up Zelenov?
Charlie Zelenov, yeah, that was a madness though.
he went too far, man.
No, but he said some flagrant things about his family or something like that.
Really? He said something racist. Yeah, I think there's some racial stuff.
And you know Deontay Wilder ain't playing about with no racist bars, boy.
To this day.
He gave him that right hand. And we didn't. That's before we even knew that the right hand was that dangerous, fam. That means...
What's mad is they made him sign an ND... They made him sign like some kind... Not NDA, but like a form.
The waiver. Like, if you die, you die. There you go. Sign it. Let's go. The same thing I had to have signed for my fight, where you sign it and the terms are nuts. If you experience death as a result of this fight, we are not liable.
Yeah, that's mad still. So
that means he signed it, walked into the gym and was like, alright, where's Wilder? Wilder walked in there, no ring, you know, they're just on the floor in the gym. Bang!
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They should have let him, he had no chance. Zelenov, Wilder even hit him when he was on the floor or something.
Yeah, he didn't care, fam.
Yeah, I think that's where, do you know, I didn't know the background story of what was going on between them, but I didn't like that. I thought that was a bit classless.
No, I hear that, but I think
do you know what I mean? The champion that I like, I want to see that, because you can still punch him up and stuff, but I heard Zelenov just chat shit to anyone. Do you know what I mean?
But sometimes you want to teach these guys a lesson, innit? Like, if a man is talking about you online, he's bringing up your family, your wife and your daughter and all them kind of things there, after a while, it's like, you know what? I might just want to hit you with a body shot still.
But don't you just get him in the ring and just say, right, yeah, put on the stuff? Because I think it was the way it was delivered. Because when he's on the floor and he's swinging at his head, like, and he was doing the early Wilder swings, you know, go back and watch the footage. I think he should have stand up, put him in the ring, and just lights out. Do you know what I mean? Giving him a good... Let Charlie get a couple licks off and just knocked him out. Then and there in the ring. Doing what he was doing.
Is the game, fam.
I respect it. Listen, man. People, we're gonna try something. We're gonna watch like old school fights with you guys. Yeah? Yes. So we're gonna. I think. What fight are you thinking we should watch?
I think we should do Lewis and Holyfield, the first fight.
Lewis and Holyfield. But let's, for the comment section, people, let us know what fight you want us to watch. Yeah. Yeah. Let us know in the comment section. We can go back into the past and stuff. We'll all like, I don't know. We'll tune into the live at certain time.
We'll do a live watch along, and we'll just get along with this fight. We'll do this. We'll score the rounds.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Well, how do we see this fight going? You know what I mean? Because now that it's in the past, we can have the real conversations now. And then we'll get at the real fighters and be like, you know what? We watched it again. We think you lost, big man.
Yeah. So we want to do that. Let us know what fights you want to see. Literally, just put in the comment section. Tell us a good... Kind of. Obviously, because it's you lot's channel, innit? Really and truly. So you lot should let us know kind of like what you like want to see and stuff. And I'm thinking a Sunday. I'm thinking Sundays might work, but you lot let us know if it's a Monday or whatever. Like we've only got time in it.
We've got time. Time. So once a week.
Yeah, we'll do that once a week. But let's schedule a watch along. You lot can comment live. We'll be in there, and all the other people from the Undefeated podcast will be there too, just chatting. So I think it's a good way to bring the community together. Listen, like, subscribe, share this, and thank you for bearing with us in these crazy times. And I just want to say from Undefeated and from the team, stay safe, man.
Yep. Big up, people.
He's undefeated, I'll defeat him. I'm jabbing, I'm dodging, weaving. I'll uppercut him, I'll leave him bleeding. He's cut man's gotta go hard this evening. 10th round, I can hear man breathing. But my fitness comes like a terminal sickness. It can't leave me, I train like I'm addicted. All this pain I've inflicted. Rib shot, leave a man winded. Take a knee, 10-8 round, that's me. Championship round, I'm sweet. Float like a butterfly, sting like bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. WBO, WBC. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Give me all of the belts, put them all on me. Undefeated. Undefeated.